super bright. See if I can get you guys. Today we're going to go ahead and install another set of rough country lights, but this time around we are installing the rough country LED rock lights. These are a set of 4. Total lumens is 3240, so it's about 81 lumens per light. Let me show you. That's 36 watts, and it's a flood beam pattern. So we're gonna go ahead and install these bad boys right here. So these lights are pretty neat. They're, I believe, aluminum housing. It says rough country on both the top and the bottom. There is 3 LEDs. It is a nice housing. It will. But one thing I didn't tell you guys that I am going to use this for our area lighting instead of rock lights. So we're going to go ahead and install these bad boys here. They do come with a rubber mount base with some slots so that you can mount it. They also send another mount like this with a round contour so that you could mount it on a roll bar or a round surface, but you could just go ahead and slide the wire through there, and then it will sit flush to it just like this. You run some screws. There you got your rubber mount so that it doesn't vibrate on whatever metal piece you install it. But like I mentioned, we're going to go ahead and install it on our ProSpeed roof rack. It does come with the wiring. This is plenty of wiring right here, as you guys can see. So typically you'll run this through the whole bottom of the vehicle, so I don't think we'll have an issue with these for the roof. So let's go ahead and install these rough country rock lights as area lights on the ProSpeed roof rack. First, we're going to find out exactly where we're going to want to mount these, and we're just going to put them up against the roof rack and see exactly where we want them. We're going to want them a little spread out because these are area lighting. So we have one of our mounts here. I don't want it to be too close in, so I think we're going to go ahead and put it right here. And then for the back light, we're going to go ahead and install it right here. This might be an issue for my shovel, but it might not. It might clear it. So but still, we're going to go ahead and put it in between these both brackets here, and we're going to go ahead and mount it and drill holes so that we could run screws through it, bolt it down, and run our wire right through the center. So what I want to do is, because I kind of have an idea already where I want it, we're going to put it in between, line it up in between these 2 lines here. So it's not going to be perfect, and I don't really care if it is or not. We want to just eyeball it and kind of get an idea, make sure that that's where I want it, and kind of be level to the ground, because because if I put it level to or the same as the rack, it shoots downwards. So I kind of want to have it level to the actual ground. So I feel like that looks pretty good as far as distance from here to here and distance from here to here. So we're going to use a puncher or marker, whatever you want to call these, and we're going to mark it, and then we're going to mark the center one for the, oops. And that marks our holes where we're going to drill. And we're going to drill. And always make sure you touch behind, just to make sure you don't drill into something, maybe like a wire like here or anything like that, or even a bigger bracket. So you always want to make. We got to drill a hole right there. There. And we're going to do another pilot hole here. Now we got our 3 holes. We're going to go ahead and test our screw, which is a little bit smaller than this. These are just pilot holes, so we're going to drill obviously a bigger hole so our mounting screw fits, and then we're going to obviously drill a much larger, so much easier. Now we're going to make sure that we get the right holes so that we don't over drill for our screws. And this one is going to be just for our wire, so we still have to drill a little bit bigger, so we're going to use a step drill for this. As long as the cable fits through it, we're good, and which it does. That's plenty we need. And we're going to go ahead and paint this inside so it doesn't, you know, corrode or anything. Perfect hole. Now we're going to go ahead and make sure we have the right drill bit for our screws. Fits perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and do this one. We got our bolt, and it slides right through, just enough to get through. Perfect. Wipe down our area, and we're going to go ahead and tape this up, and then we're going to go ahead and spray it. While that dries up, we're going to go ahead and do the other side. So what we want to do is just make sure whatever we drilled, we get in there. As that dries, we're going to go ahead and do this side. On this one I messed up. I drilled the bigger hole in the little hole, and so now our light is not going to be over here. Now it's going to be over here, so it's going to be slightly blocking this. So make sure that you don't do what I did. So the light, I mean, it's no big deal. Actually, we actually could put it this way, so it might be okay. Because the rubber mount allows us to put it wherever we choose to put it. So it is going to block our rack a little bit. You could probably do it like this. Okay, so it got dark on me. The last you guys saw, I actually accidentally drilled a bigger pilot hole on the mounting bracket on the edge, and I ended up having to move over the light over a little bit, which, I mean, I wish I didn't have to do that, but I wasn't even thinking. So make sure before you drill that you have the right drill bit and you're drilling into the right hole. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and mount the light, and I'll show you guys. Hopefully you guys can see it. Because it is dark, but let me get you guys over there and see if we could if there's still some type of light. Painted this side already. This should be dry. I did paint the back side as well, so we got what we drilled out, we have it covered. So I went ahead and mounted this one already. As you guys can see, it actually looks really good with this roof rack. Let me go this way. This light is very sleek. What I like about it is you could flip it you could either have it with the LEDs on top, or the dual LEDs on top, or on the bottom you can flip it around and you still have the RC logo either on both top and bottom. But this light looks very good. We do have the wire just hanging right here for now. I am going to run the wiring. I will show you guys the wiring tomorrow, just because it's already dark, but I wanted to show you how it mounts. I've already drilled and mounted the lights on the other side as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll show you guys how I did the wiring. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video so far. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit a subscribe and support this channel. You know, hopefully we could make something out of this, and hopefully these videos are helpful. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and I'll show you guys the wiring. I'm back. It's been a project, just because, again, this is only meant for undercarriage lighting or rock lighting. So having to do this, you do have to do some modifications as far as where you locate it, where you get the power, or you can even extend the wires. But let's do a quick overview of what I've been doing. Area lighting, rock lights to the back, running the wires again through the top, exiting through here. I gotta exiting through this pipe, I do have to zip tie this area right here more. Then that ran up to the top, onto the side of the roof rack, and again plugged it into the light up here. I'm loving these rock lights by Rough Country. They look good. I am gonna modify the mount so that it shoots a little bit down more in the future. Very easy, just 2 bolts and it comes right off into 1 plug. So they look very good, and I will show a video on how they look at night. But for now, I have to finish the wiring, so I'm gonna have to put these connectors. I'm gonna have to put these connectors and crimp the switch or the power button negative, and then run it to my distribution block right there. And I'm gonna put this together and test the lights. Got the panel back on. Put the panel back on. Ran 30 amp fuse because that's what's on the light fuse now. So I put a 30 amp here, put the power, and then put the ground here. Our switch is just for hanging out in the box for now. You guys can see there is power, and green means on. Lights are on. Now we just need to put our cover on. Cover's on. This install is ready. Check now. Switch is on. Let's check out what it looks like at night. And there you have them. These things light up pretty well. I do have a little bit of lighting from the neighbor's house, but for the most part, that's all these 2 little lights from Rough Country. They look really good. They're super bright. See if I can get you guys. They literally light up. I'm about a good. Oh, we got house lights come on, but they come out pretty bright. These things are great. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit a thumbs up and a subscribe. And remember, these are undercarriage or rock lights for underneath your vehicles, but I chose to use them for area lighting, and they worked out great for me. If you want more information on the Rough Country lights, make sure to click on the description below. I have all that information there and product. So I appreciate you guys. Catch you guys on the next video.